All right, everybody. Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads. Welcome to the call. And today we're going to be going over expired and, deleted on Facebook. All right. I hope everybody is here. Unfortunately, it looks like Facebook is not syndicating or streaming, but that's fine. Go ahead and let me know that you are good to go. Tamara, looking forward to this. I'll tell you what, I'm telling you, have you guys seen this yet? You're going to want to get these. We're going to go through the new booklets. We're going to go through the landing pages, the PDF guides. We have so many great things for expireds. Expireds are one of the best things to go after in the sense of these are people that wanted to sell. And if you've got a unique way of approaching these people with a unique proposition and a 24 to 28 page expired marketing plan completely branded to you that looks absolutely gorgeous on every page. In fact, I should have, in the mastermind group, let me bring this up. In the mastermind group, one of our clients actually did a video. He got his in the mail. He's already ordering more. And let me find the video because it's kind of nice to see the video of somebody just flipping through it. And I believe it is right here. And if I come down, there's a picture. There's the video. Hey, Leo. So that is the same thing as this. They're all branded to you, your colors, your logos, every single page. The idea is that you want to mail them, door knock with them. You want to do about 20 to 30 a month. And I'm telling you, within about 3 months, I think you are going to have at least 2 listings from it. I'm going to give everybody here the order link. So how this works, and then we're going to get into the other tools. I'm going to put order your now. This is the setup. And there's the link. And then what we do is we will add an expired listing to your Listings to Leads account. So in your Listings to Leads account, there will be an expired listing. We will let you know when it's in there. We're going to send you a couple of screenshots so you can just see what it's going to look like. Approve it, good to go. And then we're going to set everything up for you. So we're going to take this. We're going to then create the booklet for you. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. We're going to send you one copy. So you'll get one copy of the booklet. Like you saw with John Summers there, right? He got the copy in the mail, looked through it, made sure everything was good to go. And now he's going to order 20 more. And again, the idea is as new expireds are coming through your area, that you're going to be able to either, again, drop it in the mail. There's also a cover letter. So you'll add a cover letter to this. And we got the cover letter to give to you and you can edit it. But put it in the mail or door knock. And I'm saying I would door knock. I would door knock all day long. And then I would take an envelope with me. Here's, for example, it came in this envelope right here in the mail to me when I ordered it for myself. And I might just take that, or I might grab some envelope from the post office or whatever. And that way, if they're not home, I can leave it in the door to make sure that they absolutely get it. And then follow up with a phone call if I've got their phone number. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, hi, Sharice? I'm just absolutely guessing, Sharice. Door knocking in my area has no soliciting in every county. Yeah, you know what? Then drop it in the mail. I would drop it in the mail and then maybe send a text. All right, I would drop it in the mail and then you'll get, when you get notified that they got it, I would then maybe send them a text and just say, hey, this is Scott with XYZ Realty, and I just wanted to make sure you got my complete marketing plan to get your expired home sold and go from there. Sharice, all right, that's awesome. I can't believe I got that right. That's awesome. So anyways, yeah, Sharice, did you happen to see John's, or tell them to bring it into the office? I know you guys are an office client. I would love to get more of you using this. Now, I don't want John to have too much competition, right? So let's not get too many people, but yeah. So for all of you, now I'm actually going to show you how to do this for a specific listing that you can print yourself at home, that you could send them a flipbook link. So let's actually do that first. In fact, one more thing. Can't text New York. Yeah. All right. New York, you can't do anything apparently. Whatever it is that you can do, right? You know what you can do, right? You got the option to mail it, text, phone call. You can email it, or you can email it as a PDF. So whatever, right? But however it is, you're going to get obviously always, and I'm not one of these people that likes to, or that even would break any kind of these laws, right? Don't go against the do not call. No soliciting means no soliciting, right? No text means no text. So always follow the laws, but just you got to figure it out in your area. How are you going to get this to those expired homeowners? Now, as always, it's not a one and done. So it's not like we're going to just send this and just sit back and wait. You still want to call, you still want to drop an email, you still want to follow up with them, because otherwise, but I tell you, here's the really cool thing about these. This has been in my home now for over a week. And I carry it into all my trainings. It went from the kitchen to the bedroom to the office, right? Even in my car, it still looks fantastic because it's a nice quality paper. So it's actually thicker than a magazine. If you were to go to the store and you buy a magazine, this paper is thicker than that. This looks absolutely beautiful. We will print it, and thank you for the question. So once you get your copy, so again, if you want to order this, $60 for the setup. Again, we're going to add the listing to your account. We're going to send you a quick preview so you can say, yep, that looks great. You might want to change the image of the home, whatever. Probably not. No, but so far only one person has made any kind of edit to the first thing that we sent them. Once you say you're good to go, we're going to send you, as part of the setup, as part of the $60, we're going to send it to you in the mail. So you're going to get it. It's going to be delivered to you. You're going to be able to open it up, take a look at it, make sure everything is good to go. And then if it is, you're going to be able to order either 10, 20, or 30 at a time for $8 each. That is cheaper than what you can print it for at Staples or even at your office. I think if you were to print it at your office, it would probably cost you at least $10. And it just takes a little while. You got to print it, then you got to bind it, which you can totally do. In fact, let me bring up, if I go to Amazon, I'm going to bring up spiral binder machine. They're all over as far as price points. Oh, wow. Here's one, $468, $119, but there's one here for $47. And I'm going to drop the link into the StreamYard chat so everybody can take a quick look at that right there. But yeah, you can print it at home. But what I would do is I would order from us, because you want to have 20 to 30 of these a month, and you want them sitting on your desk or wherever, so that as soon as you see a new expired come through, whether you're looking at through the MLS, you're looking at Remine, you're looking at My Plus Leads, Redact, wherever you're getting your information from for the expireds. And it's fine for canceled. I would send this to the canceled as well. And that way you've got them. Now, in listings to leads, let's go to listings to leads. Go ahead and log into your account, and you're going to land on the dashboard. And I'm going to go to listings, and I'm going to go to add listing. So what I'm going to do right now is I want to prepare one of these, because you may have an expired listing in your area that you want to prepare one for them specifically, right? So this is a general one that is just good for everybody, right? It's a beautiful home on it. It's all the inside pages, phenomenal, right? Looks absolutely beautiful. The QR codes are scannable. So there's some QR codes in here. And let me show you here. Right. So there's some QR codes there. Can you see? Yeah, you can see the QR code. Completely scannable. So I should be saying this is an interactive marketing plan booklet or magazine. But if you've got one that you want to create one where every image in here is of their home, very similar to the listing presentation, you can do that as well. And let me show you how to do that. If I go to add listing manual, and there's a status dropdown. So, I got the listing presentation I can do this for. And then if I come all the way down, there's for sale by owner, expired, and canceled. So what I'm going to show you right now, you can do for your listing presentations, you can do it for sale by owner, you can do it for expireds, and you can do this for cancels. Absolutely a complete game changer. And so if I got the expired homeowner's name, Franco Latte at gmail.com, right? Phone number, give me a street, Folsom, California, 95630. And this is actually, I've got a demo property description that I use for this one. I'm not going to worry about it, but normally I've got a property description that just a demo property description. Now, what I might actually do is I might take the listing, throw into ChatGPT, ask for a property description, and then actually put that, because again, if this is for a specific property, right, whether it's a listing presentation, I'm doing it for an expired, a canceled, what have you. But for the general ones, then I just do a general property description. Hopefully that makes sense. We've got this photo here, but I'm going to delete it and I'm going to upload a photo of the property. So let's just say, let me just grab this photo here. And so there's my photo. I'm going to grab a photo of the property. Now, again, this is for where there is an expired listing in your area that you want to create this booklet specifically for them. So this is a complete one-off. So you can see it's going to take me maybe 5 to 10 minutes to do this, but as a one-off to really target a specific homeowner where I want to just completely blow their socks off, because when they get the one specifically for them and they scan those QR codes, they go to the domains, every image in here is going to be of their home. They're going to be absolutely blown away. The only problem with doing it this way is it's not scalable, right? It'd be very hard to scale this, and it would be pretty expensive because I'm doing it as a one-off every single time. But yeah, you get the idea. It's just not very scalable. Leo says, I just made one for specific expired. I just make one for specific expired listing. Very good. Yeah. So there's the one photo. But so Leo, then you probably get my point then on it not being that scalable, because you're sitting there and you got to go through it and you got to get everything done versus just ordering 20 or 30 a month and having them sitting there. And then that way, as those new expireds are coming through, but then again, you got the option. So when you've got a specific listing that's maybe it's a higher price point, it's right in your farm. It was with obviously it was with another agent. And again, I want to be able to have this so that as they're going through, they're looking at their home on every single page. Every page in here would be of their home. And when they scan that QR code, boom, right? They're looking at their home on the phone. And if you've ever used the listing presentation from Listings to Leads, you know just how ridiculous it is when you're sitting there with the homeowner. In fact, we'll come back to this in a second. It's going to take a minute for everything is populating and generating. But if we look at this for a listing presentation, or in fact, let me just show you another expired. So here's one I did, 489 Whitney Lane in Roseville. And I'm going to open it up, bring up the flip book. Now the PDF was the button right next to the flip book button. Let's take a quick look at this. And I want to show you and you'll see what I mean by having I'm not sure why that's taken a little while. This one here is the PDF. Failed to load document. I'll tell you, let's try that. Download listing presentation. I was just doing this a minute ago. I don't know why. Oh, wow. PDF. See if we can open this up again. All right. I don't know. That's weird. This is literally one I just did before the call here. This flip book can be, like I said, created for specific listings, right? Again, expired, canceled, when you got a standard listing presentation and a FSBO. So imagine going through here, and when you do it for that specific property, they're looking at their home on every single page, and they go to scan this QR code, right? Especially right here, where they got the image of the mobile phone, right? The smartphone, and they scan the QR code, and they're looking at the exact same thing on their phone as what's right here. There are vendors that have this kind of a service where they charge $300 a month. You get 20 books that look like they were designed in 1990 that no one's going to really read. Come on, sending a book versus sending this right here, like I said, is going to sit there on their kitchen countertop. It's going to look absolutely beautiful, and it's going to look great for a while. So let me go back to that 77 Lucky Lane, which does not appear to be so lucky at this point. Let's bring that back up and let's see if that, oh, there we go. All right, I don't know what was happening. All right, so here we go. So this is the one that we just created. Notice it says prepared for Frank Olate. Might be a little bit hard to read in the StreamYard, but it does say right here in the blue, prepared for Frank Olate at 777 Lucky Lane, Folsom, California. All right, I got a bio right here. I'll show you where to go to create the bio. And I check this out. Does that look amazing? Look at that domain. 777.luckylane.worldsbestlisting.com. I'm going to show you where to change that URL. When you add your URL, sometimes you might want to edit it real quickly. So I'm going to show you where that is. And then when I scan this QR code, go ahead and anybody want to scan the QR code? Let me make it a little bit bigger. And I want you to imagine you are the homeowner, right? You got this in the mail. Boom. I'm scanning it. And oh, that looks so good. Look at that. Look at that. Can you imagine anybody here did this in the listing presentation and you ask the homeowner to scan the QR code for the presentation that you're using in a standard listing presentation, and right, the reaction that you're going to get from people. Leo, yeah, how do you download? Great question. Oh, God dang it. 1 second. Let me just, all right. So right here, download listing presentation. Again, that's the PDF. And let's try to download again. There might've been, I don't know what was going on a few seconds ago, but it looks like it's good to go now. There we go. Right. Intro. So this is the PDF. And you can totally print this up at home, put it in a spiral binder, right? Or a thermal, like you can get a thermal binder for $50 on Amazon. You can get a spiral binder. Probably the paper that you're going to be using won't be as nice because again, this is thicker than a magazine. If you're to go to the store, go to Safeway, Rayleigh's, whatever the store is in your area, and you go buy a magazine, this is thicker than normal magazine paper. So it holds up really well. But yeah, so anyway, this is the PDF. And I got my client reviews. I got some PDF guides right here that people can download. So if the homeowner downloads these PDF guides, these are the ones that are branded to me. Leo, when you give this to somebody and they scan the QR code to download 12 mistakes to avoid when selling your home, they're going to be branded to you, right? So everyone's Sharice, they'll be branded to you. And I'm also going to show you your client review website and how to set that up, because then that will pop in there automatically. Robin says, Scott, my wife and I are on a team. How do I set this site as a team site? Yeah, 1 second. Robin, thank you for that. I will get to that here in a second. John says, are they editable? Not by you at this point. No, they're not editable yet, but we plan to make them editable in about 2 weeks, or actually about 10 days from now. We are planning to go live with the apps, with the like new platform of listings to leads. We've been working on it for a couple of years, where we've redesigned the code base from the ground up. And about October 10th, we're going to start letting people into the new system. Once that is good to go and it's stable and we're getting good feedback from everybody, then, and what's beautiful about it is we have so many things in the pipeline to add to the system. You haven't seen anything with what's going to be happening with all the tools. And we got TikTok integration, Instagram Reels. I believe we got YouTube Shorts. We got some AI tools coming in, pipeline tools coming in. We got some more data providers coming in. I want to integrate with Mailbox Power a lot tighter, and maybe Thanks.io as well, so that it makes a lot of the stuff a lot easier for you. And being able to edit all of the PDFs is on the roadmap as well. But for right now, you'd have to take it into Canva. But be careful of wanting, in fact, I just saw this yesterday, the whole thing about don't let a good plan go to waste by trying to make it perfect, right? So yeah, I could sit here and I could optimize this thing all day long, but I'm just telling you, just get this to the homeowners. Don't sit there and overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. All right. Order the setup, get it in the mail. All right. It's going to look fabulous. And then start ordering 20 to 30 a month. And then so there's 3 things I want to show you. And then I'll show you the idea of the team as well. And Robin, you can tell me if it addresses your concern or question or what have you. But so first of all was the introduction. So if I go back and I look at either the PDF or the flip book, you'll have noticed there is an intro. All right. And so where does that come from? That comes from the main listings page. And so excited. We got a first day of heavy rain today. So I can hear the rain. Oh, I love it. In California, the fall and winter are our rainy seasons. So for the introduction, click on listing presentation, print, and then right here, it says introduction. So again, I'm on the listings dashboard. There's a tab called listing presentation, right? So listing presentation, go to listing presentation, print, and then introduction. And then you can drop in, you get 1,200 characters. So it's not going to be we're not looking for war and peace here, right? You can see what it's going to look like. And then you can see it in the flip book. You can see it in the PDF. Awesome. Wasn't that beautiful? So that's the introduction right there. The domain. So definitely one of the things you're going to want to take a quick look at is once I add this listing to my account, and I always forget to do this until I'm going through the flip book and I'll see the domain on that one page for the listing flyers. And if I go to edit, which makes sense because we want to edit that domain, that URL, and then it makes sense again that I would click on this tab called domains, right? All very obvious. And then right here, I'm going to see 777luckylane.worldsbestlisting.com. But sometimes it may come through this 777 Lucky LA for whatever. If you got a really long street name, 77863 Rancho Palo Verdes Court. So it's 30 letters long. It's going to blow out and it's going to cut off, and it might cut off in a random spot. So I could come in here, change it however I want. All right. I can even change this and then hit save. And then it will update the PDF. It'll update the flipbook. So we're good to go there. And the other thing I wanted to show you was the introduction, the URL, and what was it? There was something else. Can you leave out schools, Debbie? Yeah, for sure. I'll show you how to do that. That's awesome. Thank you for the question. In fact, it's going to be right here, sections and schools. Just turn it off. And I can move things around, right? And notice, in fact, I posted in the mastermind group. Notice right here, top 10 things to do in Folsom, my reviews. These are all videos from YouTube. All right. And then I've got a property video. So check that. Do you remember I just added this listing to my account? I literally added this listing in front of all of you. So check this out. And again, I can add the property description, make it a little bit more compelling. All right, just hold on a second. You're going to love this. Look at that. Top 10 best things to do in Folsom. I'm going to keep scrolling down, keep scrolling down. There's another video here, I think. Oh, did I turn it off? Let's go see. Oh, no, I'm sorry. My reviews was not a video. But you see this video, right? Top 10 things to do in Folsom. I'm going to move it up. Boom. So I'm just going to drag it up. So if anyone here is into doing video, if you got community videos, maybe you got videos about how you work with home buyers, maybe you got property. Isn't that awesome? I got the video. I don't want to, yeah, I'll play it for a few seconds. Yeah. Anyways, isn't that awesome? In fact, let me show you this one, this listing right here. Check this out. She's got a property video. Beautiful, man. Oh, so stunning. Right. Very cool. Just absolutely awesome. And then check this out. If I scroll down, right, we got the open house coming up. You can add the professional photos, 3D tour. I know we're not talking about expireds, but hopefully this will be. And then check this out. Another video from her YouTube channel. So a little bit later today, I'm going to be doing a video on how to do this so that these videos can show up as soon as imagine a listing coming in from the data feed and you got a community video automatically attached to it. You got a how I work with home sellers, a video automatically attached to it, or a client review video automatically attached to it. And then you can add a property video. You can add a 3D tour. Absolutely amazing marketing for your listing. And so and then did anybody, if somebody can remind me on, I felt like there was something else I wanted to show you. It was the introduction, how to flip the domain or how to edit the domain. And I'll tell you what, let me just show you on the team part of it. And if I remember, I will come back to it, but we have a lot of things to cover. If I go to the profile, there's a couple of things here I'll mention. One is I can put a team name and then footer display team name. So I can select team name here. So that way everything shows up as the team. All right. The company name will still be there, right? Make sure you got your license number and your license date and all that good stuff. And give me 1 second here. My son. Oh, yeah, I'll get back to him. I'll tell you guys, give me a second here. My son is texting me from school and he needs something really quick with his phone. I apologize. And I apologize, everybody. But so that's how to make everything like the, Scott Pierce home selling team. And then it'll still say XYZ Realty. The other thing I'm going to show while we're here is, in fact, two things. One is it's a little complicated and it takes a little bit to go through, but you can add custom domains. So if you really want to use your domain with all the landing pages, property websites, and everything, you can do that. You can add pixel and tracking codes. So your Google, your Facebook, some people had a chat code so that on their single property websites, they got a chat code that will automatically appear, which is really cool. And then make sure if you're using a CRM like Bold Trail, Lofty, Sierra, Brivity, or whatever, come in here and make sure you connect it so that your leads are going to your CRM. So just a couple of little house cleaning type things right there for you. Get to the mastermind group, get with our support team if you need more help with that. But so far, what we have covered with expireds, ordering, getting these ordered. I'm telling you, Leo, and for you too, dude, you cannot scale doing 20 or 30 of these a month, right? Now you can do probably, I know how busy we all are. And even if you've got an assistant, they're probably pretty busy as well. Knocking out 1 or 2 of these a week that are custom to a specific property, right? I'm sure you can do that. That's fine. We want, I don't want 1 or 2 a week. I want to get to 20 or 30 a month. So order these from us, right? You got the setup link. Once you once you get the setup, you get it in the mail, you're good to go with it. Then we'll give you the links to order either 10, 20, or 30 at a time, $8 each. Have them sitting there. And then again, when you've got that marquee property that just expired, or it expired 6 months ago, it expired 2 months ago, it has not relisted, then you can create, and you want to create specific for them, you've still got the option to do that. All right. But here's what's going to happen. And you all know what's going to happen. You're going to say you're going to do this, but you're not going to do it because you don't have them sitting there ready for you. Right. You're going to think it's a great idea. You're going to say, this is fabulous. I love it. And you're going to overcomplicate it, because I'm telling you, if you just do this once in a while, especially if you want to print it like this, it's a pain in the butt. All right. It's a little bit of a pain. But anyways, so Mary, Mary says, no worries, more important. What was that? Leo, have you had any feedback, or have you just started anything? Or Leo, I'd love to get any kind of feedback from you. I know you're a phenomenal agent. You have great marketing. I love your marketing. Any feedback would be awesome. And Leo, even if you want to give me private feedback or public right here, either way, I would always appreciate any kind of feedback you've got. And that's also true for everybody else. All right. I want to make sure we're a very responsive company. We try to make sure that we take care of everybody. So if you've got feedback, suggestions, whatever it is, drop it in the mastermind group, drop it to our support team, drop it to me. I always think of ourselves as almost like a commune. I'm not a communist. I promise you, I'm not a communist. But at the same time, this is not a top-down company, right? Whether it's our employees, whether it's the management, whether it's you, I look at all of these stakeholders as a true team. So I want to make sure, if you got anything that you want to see in the system or suggestion, let us know. All right. Let us know, especially now that we're really close to going live with the new platform. It's going to allow us to develop and add things a lot faster. Yeah. And this is totally being recorded, John. Definitely. I printed this, door knocked with it, and got the listing. Mindy, what the heck? So Mindy, do give us a little bit more. Was it with the expired, or was it a listing presentation? What was it? And Mindy, I might ping you back after this call. I'm going to write your name down. That is awesome. I just started sending them out per expired with a 3-bind punch folder with nice paper. Yeah. So here's a tip I'll give you. If you're going to do it at home, and I've done this, I don't have it with me. I wish I did. If you're going to print it at home, here's an idea. For the cover and the back, use heavier paper. And then for all the insides, you can use like a standard laser. See what I'm saying? And that way, at least when you're holding it, it's going to have a little bit more of a premium feel. And at the same time, I'm not going to use 24 or 20, or you're printing double-sided. So I guess it would be like 12 or 14 pages. So that way I've got, again, page one in the inside cover, and then the back page are going to be in heavier paper, like maybe a 50, 60 pound paper. And then the insides can be just a standard laser. I ordered 2 days ago. Hold on. Roger, Roger, definitely ping me after this call, or ping me now. Scott, SCOTT at listings2leads.com. DM me on Facebook is totally fine. I didn't see your order. I apologize. Yeah, I didn't see your order come through. So definitely get a hold of me, Roger, because I'll get it out the door. We'll get it out the door today, or we'll get it sent to print today. It'll get shipped tomorrow. It takes 3 or 4 days to get to you, depending on where you're at in the US. Sending it first class to you, then you'll get it. It'll be awesome. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I'm keeping the prices low. We're not really making a lot of money on this right now because I want, and Mindy, I want your feedback. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Awesome, Mindy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Leo says, I just started with it. Send them out per expired live three bind punch folder. Oh yeah. Got it. Got it. Okay. So something like this, three bind folder. So not probably a big one, but something like this, Leo. Yeah, I mean that could look totally nice. There's a lot of different styles of this kind of a thing. Whew, sorry about that. So yeah, this could be really good, right? Just you print it up at your home or your office and three-hole punch it, get a binder like this. That could be nice for sure. Awesome. Yeah, here's the deal. I just want to make sure that we are realistic about what we can do, what we will do, and that we don't anything else. It's not about sending out one or two, unless you're Mindy. Goodness, Mindy. Or for Mindy, it is just doing one or two apparently. But here's the deal. So Mindy, tell us a little bit more because I'd love to hear. Like you door knocked, Mindy. I'll tell you what. I'll get a hold of you later. But what I'd love to get from you, Mindy, is a video where you just talk through. Right, you saw it. You came through Red X. You printed it up. You went and door knocked. What did you say when you door knocked? What did they say? How did that work out? Did they invite you in or were they impressed or just like, I love, because that is freaking awesome. Congratulations. Reach out, love to tell you what I do with it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Mindy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll definitely do that. All right. So again, we've walked through how to order in bulk, which I want you to all to do. We walked through how to create this as a one-off, which I also want you to do. And these one-offs, again, check this out. For sale by owner. This is phenomenal. If you have taken our for sale by owner training, and it's going to take a minute. When I change things around, then it wants to regenerate, which is annoying. It is what it is. It takes a quick minute. This is for a standard listing presentation right here. So when I've got a listing presentation, check this out. The complete marketing plan to get your home sold, prepared for Ian Klaczynski at 1200 Riley Street in Folsom, California. His name, the address right on the cover, every image in here. So again, this is for a standard listing presentation. And then we got it for canceled. Then we got it for the FSBOs. I'm telling you, when a homeowner scans that QR code, boom, it's absolutely phenomenal. Mindy, all right, hold on one second. Let me just write that number down. All right, sweet. All right, now let's do this. Because these booklets are phenomenal. All right. The booklets are phenomenal, but you are going, like I said, it's not typically a one and done thing. Even if you door knock, you may still need to stay in touch with them. So you may door knock, maybe they're home, maybe they're not home, maybe have a conversation, maybe you get the listing right then, right? But hey, if you're going to door knock, take the damn listing agreement with you. All right. So take that listing agreement with you because, there'd be nothing sadder than their home. They are impressed as heck. They're ready to move. And you got a sad story about how you didn't bring a listing agreement with you. So bring the listing agreement with you. We don't want to miss an opportunity, but I'm going to real quickly here. We got 15 more minutes. I'm going to walk through the PDF guide. And then I'm also going to walk through the landing page. So if I go to landing pages and listings to leads, if you don't have one yet, click on create landing page, add new, and then expired. Do that right there, expired listing. And I'm just going to do Folsom, create landing page. Now I may already have one for Folsom. All right. So now check this out. I'm in the editor and the marketing tools, but if I click on view, did not sell your Folsom home. As an expert in real estate marketing, I would like to offer you a free review of how the following items could increase your blah, blah, blah. Why do you think your home did not sell? So what we want to do is we want to get this landing page in front of expired homeowners. All right. So again, if you get the listing right away and you have a great conversation because you either mailed or door knocked or whatever it was, and you're already good to go. But again, let's say for somebody was talking about how they couldn't door knock. So you're going to be mailing. Well, so I mail, a week or two goes by. What am I going to do? Am I not going to do anything? No, of course not. I want to stay in touch with them. I got to stay in front of them. So check this out. This landing page right here, the whole thing is editable. I can change the image, the offer, the social media share image, all the text. If I just work my way down, you don't have to do anything. So for 99% of you, just look at what I'm showing you, but don't worry about it because it's all done. There's literally nothing you have to do. But I know some of you are going to want to get in here and kind of mess around with it. So just so you can see where everything is at, very straightforward. And then there's a tab here called Marketing Tools. And I've changed my tune on the ads and the social media posts and the short form video script because I want everybody in my area to know I'm the one to come to if your home expires. And the reason for that is because it's going to it's going to get some people thinking, why would I list my home with somebody with agent X when Leo or Mindy, they've got a plan to get expired homes sold. So if Mindy is really good at helping people whose homes have expired, I don't want my home to expire. I just wanted to get it sold. So I might as well go with Mindy or Leo first and skip the whole expired thing altogether. Take it for what it's worth, but I think it could be cool to run this. Now, one of the things you can also do, now this is a little bit advanced. If this is over your head, don't worry about it. You can learn it later, get to the mastermind group, but you could also run it to a custom audience. So again, if you're using Redx, if you're using My Plus Leads, you can upload those leads into Listings to Leads. The audience into Listings to Leads, and then market this ad to that audience. But I'm just going to do the whole area because like I said, I want regular homeowners who are thinking about selling their home to see this. Now I can edit the text and I might say, attention, fulsome homeowners, did not sell your home when you tried to. All right, whatever. I'm just showing you here, I can completely edit the text. I had a client, he got a listing from this within a day. All right, got a budget of $50. Again, I told you, you can edit the template at the landing page level. I could upload a video here. This could be a video of you essentially just talking about, hi, my name. I wouldn't start off introducing myself, right? We never do that in a video. You just start off with a hook. So I might say, if you've tried to sell your Folsom home and it didn't sell, I've got a 100-point home marketing plan that's designed to get Folsom homes sold that couldn't when they tried to the first time. If you'd like to get a copy of it, please go ahead and DM or comment below or click the link, whatever it's going to be. Click create ad. So that can be cool. So we got an ad. But I think the freeways are just as good as well. So even if you don't do the ad, I would still come here and do the post. All right. So I want this on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, right? I want it everywhere. We have a short form video script. So get this up, do the video and get that up on TikTok, on Instagram, on your YouTube shorts, right? On Instagram, it'll share over to Facebook. So get this video done, all right? Get out in front of a property, maybe go to a listing of yours. You can do it in your office, but I think being out in the wild is a little bit more appealing to people. You could even be at a cafe or something or driving in your car, whatever. And I might even just print up the cover page. right? Because if you're doing a video, you don't have to have the whole real thing in a video, right? It's called props, right? You ever heard of props in TV and video? So if you just print up the cover page, you could show that and offer that as well. So we got the short form video script. We got an e-flyer that you can send out to your database. So if I click on send, now you're not going to send it through listings to leads. You're going to have to send it through your CRM. And in fact, let me bring up Follow Up Boss and let me log in. Give me a second. I apologize. Normally I've got this up ahead of time. Was actually working with my team on, they had some questions regarding an order. We're getting so many, oh, not so many, but we're getting quite a few orders for these. All right, let me bring over Follow Up Ball right here. Again, I'm getting that list of expireds every day. Maybe it's coming in from My Plus Leads. Maybe I'm finding them on Remine. Maybe I'm just seeing them in the MLS. Then I'm looking the people up, whatever it is. But I got an e-flyer. All right, so here's the e-flyer. The e-flyer is going to link to that landing page, just like the ad, just like the post. All right, so when I click on this e-flyer, that landing page, this one is going to pop up. And so if you just copy that e-flyer, go to your CRM and just drop it in there. And if you know how to save a template, I would just save it as a template. And that way, anytime there's a new expired homeowner coming through, I've got this ready to send to them. So in fact, this might be, maybe this is the first thing I send to them because I can send them an email immediately if I've got their email address. And then maybe it's going to be a day or two later by the time I get this to them. But now this is the second thing that they've seen from me. I've also got a script. We've got print flyers. So again, akin to the idea of, and we got postcards and door hangers. So whether you use the print flyer, the postcard, the door hanger, the whole idea, and again, this could be, this image will be whatever image you change on the landing page will be the image shown here. And we got a few different, actually, I like the middle one here the best. So whether it's an email, whether it is a print flyer, a postcard, look at that. Isn't that awesome? If you scan the QR code, that landing page is going to come right up. And what's really awesome is these are such different offers that you're making them. So the one offer is the marketing plan. Another offer is a free review of your home because it didn't sell the first time you tried to sell it. And we got all of these amazing ways of getting in front of them. Social media, database, email, print. And again, that image will change depending on what I got for my landing page. And I'll show you the front and the back. All right, there we go. Here is the front. And I can change that domain as well, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But look at that, got a QR code. If I scan the QR code, and you saw me create the landing page right in front of you. So that's how easy this is. Oh, looks so good. All right, there's that landing page. A little blurry, it looks like, but you can see, there you go. And then they can just sit there and check off, click get my free review, right? I got the lead form on the back of it, name, email, address. I've got phone, I think I got it required or optional, but that lead form is completely customizable. So I can collect whatever information I want. All right, so that's the landing page. Any questions on the landing page before I go to the guide? We got about 5 minutes left and it's pretty easy. Yes, this is being recorded and I will show you how to get to the recording. Leo, I'm sorry, Roger, and you say good point. What was that referring to? I want just, when editing goes active, what? When editing goes active, oh, I'm sorry, when editing goes active, can we edit these in the language? John, that I don't know. That sounds like a great idea. And we've got multi-language support. for most of the tools. And for the PDF guides, in fact, let's go to the PDF guides right now. That is available in English and Spanish by default. But yeah, let me check on that because that would be really cool, right? Hey, I want these in whatever language, like French or German or Chinese. When you mentioned taking the listing agreement, yeah, Roger, I'm going to start saying that because Mindy just absolutely blew my mind with the idea of door knocking and getting that list. Not blowing my mind, but just made me realize, yeah, I might want to have that listing. Nothing like somebody wanting to sign an agreement and you don't have the paperwork. Just kill me now. Jeez. All right. So I clicked on PDF guides. We've got the expired guide here. All right. So here's this PDF guide. I can download English, Spanish. All right. There's also a text only version. I'm going to click on marketing tools. John, no, I don't know if you need French. I'm just throwing out different languages. So here again, we have all of these marketing tools, just like all those marketing tools for the landing pages, all direct people to the landing page itself. All of these tools are going to direct people to the PDF guide. And it's actually, some of them go through a landing page where the ad, for example, will take people to a landing page. And then from there, oh no, actually, no, I'm sorry. It actually just goes to a page where they download the guide. Yeah. And it actually sends it to them, I believe. We got Google ads, social media post, short form video script, e-flash. So all the same tools, because again, we want to make sure that we're not just a one and done type of thing. Hey, if you door knock or mail this and you get a come list me call, phenomenal. But you're probably going to be wanting to stay in touch with them. And it's not going to be just a, hey, I'm still here. Did you get my marketing plan? All right. We're going to have, if they don't call us back, we want to have other offers. So right here, this PDF guide would be another phenomenal thing to offer them, just like the landing page with the free review. So here, go through the PDF guide later. It's all branded to you, your colors, your logos, even your font, your picture. So it's all branded to you. Just these are, all right. And if I want to do an ad, all right, and offer this PDF guide, and I don't know that I would. I got options of lead ads, traffic, or video. If I want to generate leads, I do lead ads. This might be interesting to do with video views to a custom audience of expired homeowners or just homeowners in general. If I'm going to do lead ad or traffic, I would do my location, right? Radius of 15, lifetime budget, right? Change video. We've got videos, but if you want to add a video of you, I will just show you. Let's see here, media from L to L. Let's go to my files, video. And man, I wonder if that rain is making stuff flow today. I will just throw a video. And so the cool thing about video is like video to a custom audience. So let's say I get a custom audience of all the homeowners in my area. And so it's cool because these are obviously, I would assume a lot of the expireds are going to be part of that. And then obviously just standard homeowners, right? People that own a home, because I can run a video view ad to a custom audience for $2 to $3 a day. Here's my video. That was like an AI video I was messing around a few months back. But check this out, retarget current leads. So just in general, because whether it's a listing, a landing page, a PDF guide or whatever, retarget current leads will always be checked. But if you don't, so we do that automatically. All right. So automatically, any lead that has engaged with one of your ads in the past, by default, they're going to see your next ad. And I tell you, I've had people tell me, I had a lender tell me one time, she's, oh my God, Scott, she goes, I cannot get on Facebook without seeing X, this agent who runs a lot of ads in her area. And she's like, every time I'm on Facebook, I just see him all over the place. And I was laughing. I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's what we want. So retarget current leads. Now, if I also want to run it to a custom audience, like all these homeowners, right? As long as that custom audience is already in Facebook, I can just select it. So now it'll do both retarget and custom audience. And then check this out. I could do a daily budget. Now, if this is over your head, don't worry about it. All right. If this is over your head, or get into the mastermind group, replay the video, create ad. And I've got Google ads. I got a social media post, just like before, right? The social media post will offer people the guide. We got a short form video script that you should do. In fact, I would do the short form video script like every couple of weeks. I might do the short form video script for the landing page every couple of weeks. And then I might do this one. So every month I'm doing like beginning of the month and mid-month. So today's the 2nd. Perfect. I would do one today because I'm going to assume you didn't do it yesterday. So I would record the video today for maybe the PDF guide. And then on the 15th or 16th, I might record the video for the short form video for the landing page. And again, the thing I like about this is I'm targeting to expireds and it's absolutely free, but I'm also talking to standard homeowners, to regular people who know the market's a little bit weird. And the implicit message to them is going to be, I'm the one that actually helps out people where other agents couldn't. And so they're going to be thinking, well, why don't I just go with him right now? Why would I waste my time going with an agent who, I don't know, versus this guy, right, who has a plan for helping homeowners where other agents couldn't. All right. Now, I wouldn't do that for FSBO. And again, that's where I'm saying, hey, if you got money and you want to run these as paid ads, great, go for it. But I would certainly want to make sure that I'm doing the social media post, the video script, the video, and I want to Instagram Reels. I'll throw it on my story as well, linking back to my reel. I would put it up on TikTok. I would do it up on YouTube Shorts. So I'm going to do all of that. If you got their phone number, right, and you got the ability to call them, so whatever rules and regulations, do not call list. We got a great script right here. And again, we got print flyers, postcards, and door hangers. So if you got the ability to door knock, maybe it's been a couple of weeks. Maybe you door knocked with this, they weren't home, you left it at the door, and now you want to go back, or you mailed it, you haven't heard from them. Now between the postcard, the door hanger, and the print flyer, right now I can drop this in the mail, the email. Again, we got the email. What I would probably do is I would just copy this, go to my CRM, just paste it in the editor. Everything is going to be just about perfect. Look at that. And then, because again, this isn't expired. Expires are coming through every single day, every other day at minimum, typically, if not, or let's say a couple of times a week. Worst case scenario, there's a new expired in your area. It would be worth, look at this template. So I would set this up as a template. So again, every day when I see those new expireds, I've got the emails. In fact, what I would do, and in fact, I'm going to probably be doing a video on it soon, is here, let me show you. I did this for a client and she is loving it. I did it. It's in Get Response, which is a hokey. To be honest, I'm not really that crazy, but anybody here use Get Response? It's all right, but let me show you what I did. I think you'll like it. I'm on my other monitor. I'm going to bring it over here. And I see we're a few minutes after 12. I apologize. And so let me bring this over. And you're going to see actual numbers. And these are just, so I'll explain to you what's going on here. So this is a campaign in Get Response. Every day, this agent gets the My Plus Leads list. So every day she gets an email. It's with all the new expireds and canceled in the area. And she just goes through, and in that email, It's the phone number, it's the name, it's the property address, property information, their email address. And so she takes the email, she drops it into get response and sets them up with this campaign. And notice it is, if I go to page 2, back to page 1, I'm looking for 0. Here we go, 0. So the first email that goes out is, I think you'll recognize it when you see it, is this one. So we've got it set up. Did not sell your Placer County home? Click here, and that's going to the landing page. All right, and that goes out as soon as she adds someone to that list. And she's got 20 of these ordered. So she's going to be combining the email now with the guide or with the booklets. And so on day 2, let me find, see, you can't reorder this. It's annoying that I've got a like 12 to 14 email campaign. Here we go. So in day 2, I think you'll recognize this. And you can do this in bold. You could do this in Follow-Up Boss. You could do it in Go High Level. You can do it in whatever. So here's email number 2, right? That's the guide, right? Her listing to lead signature. So that automatically goes out on day 2. And I'll show you just 2 more. So we did day 0, day 2, and day 4, I think, was on page 2. Let me go. Yep. Day 4 right here. Your home didn't sell. Here's how to fix that. What is this one? Let's see what this one is. This is just a text only version. I know how frustrating it is. All right. See an example of it here. And that, oh, you know what that is? That's linking to, and I can't customize who I send a test email to. So I wish I could. But so that third email going out on day 4 is linking to her flip book. All right. So the flip book will come up. Let me go back in here, come over here. Maybe with that code, who knows? On day 6, and this will be the last one, thinking about selling your home on your own. So this is a PDF guide, or no, this is for FSBO. And I'll tell you my thought process here on why I recommended this one to her. Because I was kind of like, if I'm an expired homeowner, now the idea is not to get them to go FSBO, but it's just to get them to reach out to me. I want them to go, oh, wow, so I should sell my home on my own? YourFSBOSoldNow.com. Because my thought process is there is going to be a small subset of people whose homes have expired that are then going to think, and the agent couldn't get my home sold, we might as well just do it ourselves. And so they're going to have that thought process. And so I want to be in front of it. For those that are not, and again, this, you can do whatever you want. This is just a campaign that I worked with this agent on. So we're linking to that. Again, more to get them to just think and reach out to us. Because once I get them in a conversation, I walk them through the plan. It's going to be a beautiful thing. And the last one I'll show you, day 8, another PDF guide from listings to leads. 12 mistakes to avoid when selling your home. I think that'll be something that'll be interesting, right, to people, right, whose homes have expired. So all of these emails, and you can use emails from any vendor you want. You may have another vendor, we got a cash offer email. We've got, and in fact, in her booklet, we actually put, check that out, get a cash offer on your home. And there's a QR code that you can scan to go to the cash offer landing page. And again, the thought process was, if my home expired, maybe the idea of getting a cash offer might be something I'm interested in. Does that make sense? So what I'm trying to do is figure out, all right, what are all the different things that a expired homeowner's thinking, and what are all the things that they are going through, and start putting these offers in front of them, because that is what's going to get them. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what worrying them at this point. So I want to just put in all these different offers, all these different value, all this different content ideas, so that hopefully something is going to capture their attention. And I tell you, she's thrilled with the emails. These are cold emails. These are emails to people that are probably getting a lot of emails. And so she's watching the opens and the clicks, and she's calling them back. So hopefully soon, in fact, I haven't talked to her in about a week, but I'll get a hold of her and find out where we're at with things. But should be getting 20 of these, I think, in the next probably 2 or 3 days. And then she's going to be door knocking. So Mindy, very similar to you, she's going to take these out and door knock. Roger, yeah, here, let me just, oh yeah, Roger, thank you. You already did and you couldn't get a hold of it. 1 second. Let me just drop my email. Roger, it's just, I don't want to put it in here because everything I put in here goes like out. Scott, SCOTT, at listings 2, not the number 2, TO, leads, LEADS.com. So Scott, and you can DM me on Facebook if you're in the mastermind group, or just find me on Facebook if you want to DM me. But real quick, let me just write your name down and I'll make sure to get a hold of you as well. FERRER. I'm just going to say contact for booklet. All right, Roger, I'll get a hold of you. So just give me a few minutes after the call is over with, like maybe 30 minutes or so. But I'll reach out to you either via email or phone or text, and then I'll also look up the order as well. Brittany, I have a question regarding the printed expired booklets you showed in the beginning. Can we see a sample as a PDF? You know what? I'll tell you, let me put this link in here because there's a great video. But yeah, no, the PDF or the flip book here, I'll give you my flip book in a second, but let me put this link in. So 1 second. So there's that link. And then let me grab my flip. So the PDF will just be the same as the flip book, except for one thing. I'm going to find mine. Where's mine? Yeah, here we go. The complete plan to get your photo. On the version like this right here, so the one that we're going to send you and you get 10, 20, 30 at a time, you see where it says a proven plan that works. So right here in the blue, a proven plan that works even when others don't. So we take, because right now we don't have the editing capabilities for this, but we take this right here and we edit that to what you just saw, and then we send it to printing. So when we're preparing everything for you, one of the things we do is we actually manually edit this and on the last page as well. So I will drop this link into here. Yeah, that first link goes to a Facebook post. You're probably not a member of the Facebook group. So if you click on that link and it says not available, Brittany, that means you're not a member of the mastermind group. And we're going to end this call by me showing you how to get to both the mastermind group and get an invitation, right? Request a membership. So click marketing calendar, resources, and right here, Facebook mastermind group. If you're not a member, like if you're getting that message, content not available, it's because it's in the private mastermind group. So you're going to need to come in and get an invitation or request whatever you want to call it, right? There's no cost. But anyway, yeah. And then here, YouTube, this is where all of our recordings are located. So youtube.com, or not youtube.com, YouTube. And this will link you right to our channel. All right. So Brittany, are you able to click that link? The second link I put there, the second link is to the flip book. So hopefully that link will work for you. And that's what the PDF is the same, except like I said, the image you want to use is up to you. So if you got a cover image here, like that home, if you've got a different one that you want to use, not a problem. Just send it to us after you make your order and we'll use that one instead of one of the ones that we have. Not a problem. All right. Anything else from anybody? I can't believe so many people stayed with us all the way through here, 20 minutes late. All right. Anything else I should review or talk about? One last thing I'm going to mention is if you want, because every time I show people this, they go, how did you do that? But that is, if you want that black background on your single property websites, I believe go to profile. It's either under profile or it's under, yeah. So go to your profile appearance. And what I'm talking about is when you look at my single property website, you see how it's got that black background. And you can even do custom. It's actually really cool. So I'm sorry, go to the profile and click on the appearance tab right here. And custom themes. So we got a lot of the brokerages here. I can customize my themes by clicking the little tiles right there. I can customize the color on the left-hand side right there. Actually, my team got annoyed with me. I'm like, I hate that I've got to use the default from here. And so I made them against their will to add this so I can customize my coloring over here. So, that's there if you want it. But right here, background color, that's for a single property website, the virtual tour, right? Those different online tools. You can do dark, light. Light will be white. You can do, and you can get a little bit of a, excuse me, you can get a little feel for how it's going to look right here. I can do, so again, there's dark, there's auto, and then there's custom. So if you want to go custom, notice a fourth box is going to appear and it's going to be white by default. I could do, pretty pink. All right, you get the idea. That's cool. Right, gray. So for whatever. But I think for most people, they're either going to want to go dark or light or auto, right? Whatever. The only thing I don't like about auto is with the other colors, I just want it to look the same all the way through. I don't want to have to, I just want it to be either white with my colors, with my brand colors, or black with my brand colors. Because sometimes what looks good on white doesn't necessarily look phenomenal on black and vice versa. All right. So anyways, I'm going to try to start showing little things like this during the calls, because there's a lot of things in listings to leads that you may not be aware of, that once you find out about it, like I know with a lot of people, they absolutely love it. All right. Anything else? Everybody good to go? Get your orders in. Roger, I'll get a hold of you here in a little bit. Mindy, thank you so much. I'll get a hold of you in a little bit if you're still around. And otherwise, get with our support if you need to. And last thing before I let you go is your affiliate link. Just had somebody sign up, and when they said, how they found out about us, it was from another agent who's a client of ours, but they didn't sign up on their affiliate link. That's so sad, because we get 15% recurring, no cap, no limit. So my link is right there. I think when you're setting it up initially, there'll be a button to put in your PayPal email. You'll put in your PayPal email. That's how we pay. And we pay as soon as we get paid. So we're not waiting till the end of the month. We're not capping you out. When we get paid, you get paid. And it's 15% recurring, no cap, no time limits, no nothing. We got a few things here. You got the link you can send to somebody, or you can drop an email. We got a social media post, and we got a print flyer. And John, when you say, will you have a luxury dude, what are you saying, man? That is luxury. I don't know. To me, luxury is, we will probably come out with a few versions of this. All right. Completely. But right now, not, just because this is just starting. So we're going to get this, and we're going to get some good feedback, like from Mindy, and I'm sure from others as well. But I can definitely see where we'll have a couple of different versions of this, one being more luxury-ish. Now, if you look at the video that I put in there, if you have print ready, if you've got print ready, let me just show you this to you. I'll show you what I mean here. So most of this is what you saw with me, but then here. So he had these available, or he had this PDF as well. He sent it to me. It was like 6 or 8 pages. So it pushed his per order cost from $8 to $9 because there's more pages. That's like $1 more. But look how good that looks. So it was his intro. So in the very beginning, it's his intro that replaced the one that we had. And then it was page 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through 25. It was our stuff. And then the last 6 or 8 pages went back to his additions. Yeah. But John, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. So again, yeah, we'll be coming out with maybe 2 or 3 other, just like our single property websites, right? We got 5 or 6 different versions of the single property website. I don't know that we'll do 5 or 6 of these, something akin to that. All right. It's been an hour and 23 minutes. I apologize for keeping everybody so long. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for joining us today. Again, any questions, get with our support, get to the mastermind group. If you got great feedback, Leo, I can't wait to hear from you. Hopefully you'll get something great that you're going to be able to share with us soon. And with that, everybody have a phenomenal day. We'll talk to you soon.